Good morning, good morning. Happy Tuesday. Hope everyone's having a great morning and a great trading session so far. We're some high impact news, so I'm going to wait until 9:02 before I start trading again. I've taken one trade. It didn't fill on my followers, so that's why only one account has profit, and then my charts actually froze right after I got in because I forgot to turn the executions little thing off. So like on my entry chart, I can't see the executions. I can see the orders when they're in, but I can't see the executions like painted on my chart after. It's some kind of bug in the chart trader, I guess, right now. So I forgot to turn it off, and yeah, it froze my chart, so I had to reload. So I'm not really sure if I missed any trades while it was the couple minutes it took for me to shut down, reload, and set everything back up. I don't know. Still kind of the same thing as yesterday. I'm not gonna take any trades off the session highs or lows for now. I still feel like I don't have as much data as I would like for it. So, oh no, my headphones died. I was listening to music. Yeah, I still feel like I don't have enough data. I kind of think I might, but yeah, I don't know. Not enough. All right, that was quite a bit of movement for the 9 o'clock news. Kind of created some weird market structure right now, so just gonna kind of wait and see. Mainly because it created this solo pressure line. So let's see what happens. 5-minute chart is looking real. If your game is give me a call. Boo. Good morning, Applejacks. That was my shit growing up. Why was I singing that song? That was the shit. I ain't gonna lie though. I actually have that on my Apple Music. I sure do. I sure do. How's your trading this morning? Good morning, NinjaTrader. How are you? How are you? You just listened to the song? Good morning. Good morning. All right. Oh, you know what? Let me make sure my copier is still on. Okay. And that the copier was on. The trade happened so fast. I just didn't get filled. That was the problem. Mm, no. Damn, I really wanted that to be a trap, but the POC changed. All right, now we pushed. I'll show you guys the one trade that I took earlier while I'm waiting on something to set up. I took this trade right here, kind of the rotation over my half trend, the major one. And we pushed up. I don't even know how, I can't see that far. 95 ticks from my entry. It's a pretty good trade, but like I said, it didn't copy. Happened too fast. Too fast. And if you look inside of the bars, you can kind of see why. I kind of got filled right here on this little pullback because it skipped through when the bar closed, and then I got filled right here, the very tippity tip, and then it pushed. So not surprising that I didn't get filled on everything else. There was only like 35 volume in that candle, so it's not surprising, honestly. I ain't tripping. London was booty. Oh yeah, because it was 9 a.m. high impact news. You traded London. I heard that during the Asian session, um the Nasdaq was moving and grooving. 30. All right, I'm gonna have to look at this today. I didn't have any examples of this before today, but it's already set up twice and it won. But I think my rule set was, I wouldn't say incorrect, but it was incomplete because all the other times where this particular volume and order flow pattern set up, the volume of the swings wasn't what I kind of wanted it to be. So now I'm basically realizing for this particular divergence going in the same direction of the trend, actually anytime this particular divergence pops up, whether it's trend or counter trend, I want this swing to be more than that one. That's the only way for it to be true divergence in this particular divergence pattern. So before, all the examples of the order flow pattern for this, the volume of this swing was less than the previous one in the same direction. So now that I have a little bit more insight, I'll probably end up taking that. I probably won't today just in case, because as I've said before, sometimes you're like, okay, it won twice, but then is the next one going to lose? Then that would kind of indicate that I don't really want to take that kind of trade. But yeah, that's literally the first time it's set up like that. So we'll see. We'll see. It would make sense why that works because when it's counter trend, pretty much the same thing, it works. So we'll see. We will see. The only other trade that I kind of sat out of was, that I know of, was this one. And that's only because we were rotating over the solo green level. I don't really, it doesn't happen often. So I know at one point before I kind of combined my two strategies, I couldn't take that. So because I didn't really know, I just kind of sat out of it. But aside from that, if anything on my cheat sheet that's like defined, we're taking the trade. Let me get my notebook out of the way. We're taking it. We're taking it. I'm gonna take these off since they died and I can't listen to my music. Almost effed up and put myself in this trade. It would have been valid if it didn't close right on the yellow line. I thought we were one tick below, and then I looked and I'm like, oh shoot, no. Does anyone know? Oh, hey, Green Knight. Good morning. Thank you, Applejacks. Yep, these are Renko candles. I use the Ninja Renkos because there are different types of Renkos. You have the native Renkos that come with NinjaTrader. You have O Renkos. I think it's O Renkos. Uni Renkos. And then I use Ninja Renkos. They're free. ninza.co. They're free to download. My particular settings are 16 and 1. So my brick size is 16 ticks. Which means that in order to get a reversal bar, you have to double it. So from the highest point in this bar to the close is 32 ticks. And then with a threshold of 1, that means once a reversal bar paints, every tick in that direction paints a new bar. So Renkos are like Heikinashi, where the opens, well, the open and close are different on Heikinashi, but on Renko candles, the opens are fake, but the closes are real. So like in the middle of this swing, price didn't actually keep coming back to the top of each of these bars, but the closes are real. So basically the only thing I'm doing is scalping. When my setup happens, I enter at the close of the bar. I use a special chart trader to do that for me because it's practically impossible to do it myself. You can see here, this tells you where price has to hit in order to close the bar. These two levels right here. But yeah, whenever I do enter a trade, it enters me one tick beyond the close of the bar. That's just for my personal preference. And then because my brick size is 16 ticks, I have a very tight 1-to-1 risk to reward ratio. So my stop loss is 18 ticks and my take profit is 18 ticks. And the reason why it's 18 is because, remember, I said my entry is one tick beyond the close of the bar. And I basically don't allow price to come beyond the open of the bar. It can come to the open of the bar, but once it goes one tick beyond the open of the bar, I get stopped out. So that's it in a nutshell. 47, 49. Good morning, Janelle. Good morning, good morning. How are you this morning? So I guess that would kind of still work, right? 46, not really. Still trying to get used to these, like the early trend trades, right? Minor trend is obviously a downtrend. That's why the color is red on the bar. But you can see that's the buy for the early trend. So it hasn't really been setting up very much where we're going in the same direction of the overall trend bias. So I don't think I have any data for it yet. Maybe one other trade, I'm not sure. But when I'm completely counter trend and I'm doing it, I basically want the delta of my entry bar to be less than the delta of the previous two reversal bars, basically. Because it lets me know that even though it's a counter trend move, there's not a lot of pressure to continue the move in the trend direction. But I don't really know how to do it yet in the same direction of the trend. I don't think I have to be that strict. I think as long as the delta of my entry bar is less than the delta of the previous reversal bar in the same direction, I think that's enough, because we have the support of the overall trend bias essentially. But again, I don't really know, so that's why I didn't take it, because it hasn't set up very much. Now, it used to set up a lot. Like before I started trading this way and gathering these last 13 14 days worth of data. Before then, it used to set up a lot, because that was actually one of my favorite setups because it very rarely lost. But without having the data for this particular combination of volume and order flow, I don't really want to chance it. I don't think it's really worth chancing, when I should have other setups to be able to trade. We are kind of basically consolidating between the change zones though, so we'll see. You're welcome, Green Knight. If you're someone who likes to scalp, well, depending on what instruments you use, I think a 16-in-1 or a 20-in-1 is, or even a 24-in-1 is pretty good on the Nasdaq. You just have to remember that you want to use a Renko setting that can work for different market conditions. What you don't want to do is have Renkos that are too big. The brick size is too large, because then on really consolidating days, you're not going to get very many setups. I prefer the threshold of 1, just because you see the true trend. But I did used to trade with not the brick size, I'm sorry, the threshold. I did used to trade with a threshold of 2 and even 3 before. Some of the trades that I showed on my stream yesterday from 2 years ago, when the Nasdaq was 11,800, my threshold was probably like maybe 3, more than likely. Based on what it looked like it was probably 3. So it can work, but I'm more so, I wouldn't say it's a swing, but based on how I trade now, I would consider it a swing. I would pretty much go for like 30, 40 ticks the very first target, and then my second target, I would just let it keep running until we got a reversal bar, basically. 20. Oh yeah, I forgot. I've made this super easy now with the counter trend divergence. I doubt it sets up though, because I can't have it attached to any level right now. You can see we got 3 levels right there: the prior open, the middle pivot level, and then the order flow, the middle VWAP level. So I kind of already knew it wasn't going to set up. Oh, there's 100. That was a break even. I'm pretty sure. Oh no, it wasn't. I forgot my thing is now 17 ticks, ain't it? Damn, I guess I could have gotten into it. All right. I kind of wanted to see the bar change to green, and I haven't really taken very many of the bigger pullbacks where the bar is still the same color of my trend direction. Usually I like for it to change to the opposite color, because that was a pullback to my middle half trend. Good morning, Amelia. How are you this morning? Not you had 3 YouTubers. I'm weak. Oh my goodness. Y'all, we had the most, I guess you could say, interesting conversation yesterday on Nutty's stream. Are we gonna lose? I knew it. I still don't know how I want to take these weak the weak pullbacks. I don't know yet. I don't know, but I'm okay with the loss though. But anyway, interesting conversation on Nutty's stream yesterday. Kellyanne is ass is crazy. Oh, you gotta love her. Gotta freaking love her. 41. Yeah, I gotta look at that. I don't really know yet. Maybe see a week. Yeah, I don't know how I want to trade that yet. So I'm okay with the loss. But anyway, she is so convinced that Apex rug pulled. She used the word rug pulled. 3,000 traders in May because of them enforcing the rule that was already there about DCAing. And then people are like, but DCA is back, so should they go back and pay those people? No, they shouldn't. Because if they would have brought back DCAing the way that they allowed it previously, okay, I can get the outrage, okay? However, that's not, they didn't bring it back the same exact way, so what are we talking about? And why are we talking at all? Like you can't DCA into oblivion like people were doing before. They were seeing their favorite YouTubers doing it, getting big payouts. And I mean, let's be real here. You wouldn't want to fund a trader that's doing that. I wouldn't. I definitely would not. To basically risk your entire account because you just refuse to be wrong in your direction, your analysis is insane to me. So I don't know. And then she just kept saying that we as affiliates, we don't have the internal data to something. And I'm like, but you're using internal data to say that they rug pulled 3,000 traders because you're getting it from, I think the man's Leo, the one who started daytraders.com or day traders futures prop firm or whatever, which the website is daytraders.com. And this is my thing, and this is just logic, okay? First of all, you're listening to an ex-employee say that they rug pulled 3,000 traders and that's why he started his prop firm. If that was the case, right, why would he start his prop firm with the exact same rules down to the payout window, the exact same rules as Apex? If Apex was doing people wrong, if the rules was this and they rug pulled and all of this other shit, why did they come with the same exact rules? The only thing that was different was you can DCA, but they still say you can't DCA into oblivion. So still, you came out with the same exact rules. So why are we listening to this? Why? The only difference with their company is that your evals are a one-time fee. I don't like that. Why do I want to pay a one-time fee for an eval that, and you have to pay to reset it because it's not a monthly fee? So you can't get the free reset on renewal. If you fail it, you have to pay for it again, but this is still an eval, it's not straight to fund it. So why would I pay $100-something for a damn eval? If I fail it, I have to pay to reset it. And if I pass it, I still got to pay a PA fee. That's dumb as hell. Anybody who thinks that that's cool is, oh, I'm not going to call you dumb. Hey, whatever. But it's dumb as hell. Like, what? I just want people to use logic. Just a little. Just a little. Just a little. And to be honest with you, anybody who promoted FTT from the minute they stopped paying out and making excuses, I can't listen to you. I can't trust your judgment. I can't. I've already told people, stop trading with Profit Trade. Don't buy no more accounts from those people. I think they grew too quick. I think that they paid out like $800,000 or something in the first 30 days or I don't know. but the payouts are delayed. There are people who are waiting for payouts from like November 8th. There's some other people who are still waiting from November 13th, and they're blaming it on we need to automate the payout process. Where did y'all hear that shit from? FTT. What happened to FTT? Exactly. And then for a company to then launch, in the middle of you not paying people out, launch a meme coin, a crypto coin. First of all, a company launching a crypto coin within the first 30, 45 days, 60 days of launching lets you know exactly what those people came to do. What other prop firm do you see out here launching a goddamn on crypto coin and talking about if you buy the crypto coin, you'll have a certain percentage in the profit of the company? Ain't gonna be no goddamn profit. Not the gaslighting heifer. Off your game this week, still recovering from my weekend. I feel you, Janelle. She's a troll. She's clearly in it for the money and continues to push misinformation. I'm telling you, like, listen, if you're going to be reporting on props, cool, but I just don't understand how all these other companies have, like, how is Apex still on your scam list? That's what I don't understand. Oh, because on the denials, I'm not saying listen, y'all know I don't shield. Yes, there have been people that have been improperly denied, okay? Yes, we know that. First of all, they hired so many new people at the same time. You're almost bound to have some of these new people incorrectly deny people, okay? When they came out with the new rules, I said it from the beginning that whatever software they were using was not calculating the MAE properly, and that would cause people to be denied. Nobody wanted to listen to me. Well, y'all probably did. But the reason why I knew that that software was not going to calculate it properly, it's very fucking simple logic. In NinjaTrader, when the softwares that I have used so far, you export the data from NinjaTrader as a file from the executions tab, okay? NinjaTrader, the platform, does calculate the MAE, but that calculation is not in the executions tab, it's in the trades tab, okay? So even TradeZella, when I export my data and import it into TradeZella, the MAE is not in there because it's not in that particular tab. So guess what? 90% of my trades in TradeZella doesn't have an MAE at all, and the other 10%, the shit is wrong. I don't ever go down $170 in a trade. My stop loss is 94. If Tradeovate itself, the platform, there is nowhere in the performance tab for you to see the MAE at all. If somebody can find it, let me know. I've looked on forums. Everybody's complaining. Before all of this stuff happened, people were complaining. How come you guys don't have the MAE? So if the platform itself does not calculate the MAE, how the hell is a journal that you import your data into going to calculate the MAE properly? This is just freaking logic. And I understand everybody's not intelligent. I get it. But this is fucking common sense to me. So yes, people have been improperly denied because of that. However, what we're not going to do is just act like Apex just goes around denying people for no reason. Think about those people, the bonds traders that were causing all of this mayhem. They keep denying me. They're not responding to me. And then months later, you find out that they were fucking scamming. Were all the bonds traders scamming? No. You had some people that were legitimately trading bonds the proper way. But the people who were saying they were denying their big payouts, those people were scamming. So can we stop? Please. She claims she didn't trade FTT after one of their payout people said she put in for a payout request in October. Exactly. You learn so much in here. She's a hypocrite. Trado doesn't have it. Exactly. Did you just call me dumb? No, ma'am. No. I'm weak. Leave me alone. No. No. But yeah, they don't have it. So how is the freaking software supposed to calculate it properly? What? Now, I'm not saying the example that he gave in the video wasn't someone who literally was doing that. Because there are a lot of people who do that. They DCA into oblivion. They go down $1,000 just to close at $100 in profit. And for the people who are so upset about Apex's rules, let me tell y'all something. I have seen so many people, and I'm not lying, I've seen so many people in Discords and even Facebook groups who they were so upset about the damn rules initially, and they all come back and say, I'm actually a better trader because of these rules. All of them. All of them say it. Oh, literally all of them. So what are we talking about here? It's not that bad. It's really not. It's not. And you're not going to convince me that it is. All they're doing is enforcing rules that if you were a good trader with good risk management, you would be doing these things anyway. That's why the person who came into the stream the other day, why aren't you still trading Apex? And these rules, no, the rules are bad for you because of the way you trade. I don't have an issue with it. I've never allowed my account to go down more than 30% while I'm in a trade. I've never risked more than probably 5% in my personal account. Really less than that. So why would I be bothered, Mr. Sir? Consistency, why is that a problem? Have a daily target and keep it moving. That's so easy. Who wants to risk $500 to make $100? Not me. That's why it's taken me 11 months to put a freaking scalping strategy together, because most people who scalp have a super negative risk to reward ratio. I'm sorry, in my mind, I don't want to lose a trade and then have to win 5 trades just to get back what I just lost. What about Apex's rules are just so terrible? I don't get it. I just don't. But that's because I trade with proper risk management to damn begin with. Only thing I don't like is how much you got to make to get a payout. That's the only thing I don't like. Anything other than that, I don't give a damn. It doesn't affect me at all. Okay, I hope we finally broke out of all that little trash that was just over there. This was just literally not tradable. So let's see what happens. Kind of need for it to be a trap, and it's not at the moment. The era of blatant road pools and scamming platforms. Exactly. Like, just stick with the companies that you know have been paying out. You do anything other than that, and I get that obviously people have to try these new firms out. That's like the only way for the company to grow and to be able to become a possibly a company that does thrive. Just know I ain't that person. Y'all can rely on other people to try these prop firms out. I don't care how much money I make. I ain't trying these damn companies out. Not doing it. I'm not. I'm just not. Sorry, y'all. I'm looking at my little sheet that has all my trades from that trade that I lost. There was not really only one other one that has set up like that, and it won. So it's kind of like 1 and 1. I literally only have one trade in that category. Which it kind of makes sense why it doesn't work out from a logical perspective. Alright, I think I know what I want to do. I think. Just gotta change a rule. Yeah. Except I don't know where my damn pen went. So 3 times with the other order flow pattern, there's no losses yet. I think I'll stick with that pattern then. Pull back a little bit, 37. Damn it. I don't want you to pull back that far. I didn't want us to hit the half trend. I wanted us to reject off of the rotation level, but we did not. But yeah, that company that came out with the crypto coin, baby, and it's so funny, people, I have faith. What the hell do you have faith in? How many times y'all gotta get rug pulled by these companies before you just realize maybe that not everybody has the right intentions? It does not take much to start a prop firm, okay? We know this. We know this. All right, let's see. Dang, it's 9:37 already. The time just goes by so dang on fast, and the market was just so ass today. It's not really much I could do. I mean, this is the news candle here, but just not enough movement today. Not enough, not enough. We just keep kind of getting into consolidated areas, and I could trade in certain consolidated areas, but nothing has been setting up in the consolidated areas. That's the biggest problem. I guess I could have chanced that one. We were just so close to where I would have to break even. I didn't expect for it to push through, honestly. Let's see. Oh, I wouldn't have gotten filled anyway. It's the bad part about trying to have specific like limit orders and stuff. We skipped right on through. Kind of wondering why I didn't, when I went back through all my trades, I'm kind of wondering why the trade I just lost, why I didn't just completely get rid of that particular one. But I think it's because I feel like certain setups I don't have a lot of data for, because I had a rule for it, like to not take that trade, so I wouldn't have all the trades that happened in the last 14 trading days, because I wasn't tracking it, because it was a rule to not take it, if that makes sense. But like I said, it literally makes sense why it didn't work, and basically just from like a market structure and order flow standpoint, right? This was a strong downtrend. There was more volume in this swing down than the previous one, so that lets me know it's a strong downtrend. And then this swing up was less than that one, which confirms that it's a strong downtrend. However, and because it is a strong downtrend, the delta of this bar, it was a trap of buyers, okay? But there was more delta in this bar than the previous one, the previous reversal bar down. So because super strong downtrend and now we're trying to trap buyers, the delta, we shouldn't need more sellers to push when it's already a strong downtrend, if that makes sense. So I really need the delta to be less than the previous one because that confirms that we're still in a very strong downtrend. However, based on my rules, I didn't really have anything set up. It just said, hey, if there's a level attached to it, take it. But it's not going to be right long term. So, yeah, I'll change it. I've already changed it on my cheat sheet. Like I said, over time of me trading this way, once like rules are kind of solidified and I think about it from all right, is this a strong trend? Is it starting to weaken? You know, that kind of thing. It starts to kind of make sense. It makes remembering the rules easier. Because for some of my setups, I don't even have to look down at my cheat sheet at all. At all. Can't be a level less than 50. Especially my counter trend moves. For the most part, I got those down packed. I have a bunch of different accounts. It gets very confusing. Yeah, so sitting on my hands might scalp platinum. I don't know. Do it. No, don't touch the level there. 50. Yeah, if it sets up, take it. As long as you're not forcing nothing. All right. In order for this counter trend divergence to work, I need for us to put that over there. Oh wait, I can't. Let's go up here. I need us to get away from the VWAP and not reject at the VWAP. It looks like we're gonna reject anyway. Oh, maybe not. We've tried 3 times. 1, 2, 3 to reject here. Oh, now it looks like it might happen. No. I'm actually surprised that went. Why use these candles and not regular candles? Because I don't like regular candles. It's that simple. I've never liked traditional time-based candles. My last 2 profitable strategies I was trading in my personal account were based on Renko's. One of them was based on Heikin-Ashi. I traded basically breaks of structure and trend lines with Heikin-Ashi candles. I don't like regular candles, period. I just don't. But the last time I was showing some of the trades yesterday. This is from 2 years ago. But you can see I was trading this in my personal account 2 years ago, and you can see I still was trading Renko's. These are different candles though. You can tell by the threshold. I don't remember what my settings were, but I know the threshold wasn't 1. but I just used to basically take divergence trades, whether it was hidden divergence or regular divergence, take profit for a certain number of points and then let the other one run until, so this was a buy, took profit, and then let the second contract run until the reversal bar happens. But yeah, I don't like regular candles at all, because for me, you can interpret data differently. We all can look at the same 5-minute chart and some people can see setups while others cannot. And I don't like that. Where I might see a lower high, you might think there wasn't enough bars in the pullback for it. So yeah, just my personal preference. 61. With Renkos, you can't really misinterpret anything. A higher high is a higher high, a lower low is a lower low, a higher low is a higher low. So it's just what I prefer, especially because for me personally, I have a couple of family members and friends that want me to teach them my strategy once it's, 100%. And I have to make sure that if I do decide to teach people, if I have 100 people, well, I wouldn't teach that many people, but just for numbers' sake, if I had 100 people looking at the same charts, I want all 100 people to interpret the data the exact same way. And that's practically impossible with a regular time-based chart. Have you tried automation with these candles? I've done that before with NT8. You can actually automate quite a bit with the so I can automate the pullbacks for the most part, only because of the indicator that I use for the half trends or whatever. Like I said, I have 3 of them on my chart. I only show 1 on yours. But yeah, there is a way for you to automate with that half trend, which one of their more popular ways of trading is the pullbacks, and you can literally set it automated to whenever it pulls back to the level to take the trade. I just don't like automation because there's so many variables sometimes that goes into things, right? And some stuff is things that a robot can't really pick up. Now, if you're okay with just the law of averages and what your edge is based on however your automation is, then that's fine. But for me, I like manually trading as well. That's the other thing. I do like manually trading, and there's just different. I don't think based on the way that I'm trading right now, I could ever automate it, except maybe possibly counter trend divergence. Probably could automate that. That's not really that difficult to do, because I'm pretty sure the order flow indicator that I use can be used in, can it be used in automation? I don't know. Let's go see. I don't know. I don't know. Usually on their particular indicators, if you can use it in automation, it'll say it. And I know it's not in the I know it's not in the PDF, which usually the PDF will tell you to, but yeah, I've had automated strategies before, mainly though on how was I trading back then? I couldn't even tell you. I don't know. I've automated quite a bit on different platforms, actually. I've automated quite a bit. So I'm definitely not new to automation in any capacity. That's for sure. 64. We're gonna try this trade. Maybe I shouldn't have tried it. I didn't really like it that much because of how we rotated here, but I mean, I chanced it. Why not? This was the trade I told y'all earlier. I don't it hasn't really been setting up that much. It set up earlier, and this is why I said it set up earlier in one, and I was like, I don't really know if I want to take it because just because it set up earlier in one doesn't really mean anything, and that's exactly why. So I'll just have to wait until I get more data for it. But you can see and this is the problem and why I don't like taking it below my half trend, because you see when we break the zone down here, it rejected at what ends up becoming the sell rotation level that I always would break even at when I'm in a buy. But the level doesn't get here, it doesn't paint until we break the zone. And this is why I don't really like taking this particular trade. So that's why I like it more counter trend than anything, but it is what it is. I don't care. Not chancing trades, yeah. I chanced it, why not? Yeah, I chanced it. It is what it is. Especially what's today? Tuesday? 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm probably gonna start multiplying contracts on that one Top Step account tomorrow. Yeah, because I don't really know how much prices or market will move on Friday. So I need to start multiplying contracts. This is just annoying because the two trades that I lost are just trades that I don't really have a lot of data for. So, and this is why I said Friday that I was going to go through quite a bit, and whatever I didn't have a lot of setups for, I was just going to completely remove, which I did remove quite a bit actually. But that's exactly why. If it doesn't set up that much in 14 trading days, and in those 14 trading days, we've had trending days, we've had choppy days, we've been all over the place. So 14 trading days doesn't sound like a lot, but when you're scalping and you have so many setups in each day. Now today there weren't very many setups. We just chopped way, way, way too much in very weird areas. So I just didn't, there was nothing to trade. But traditionally, there's so many setups that if it just doesn't set up, why take it? For the most part, the counter trend divergence, the regular pullbacks, yeah, those two trades alone are like, well, okay. The regular pullbacks, both in the direction of the overall trend bias and counter trend. And then the counter trend divergence, both versions of it, those have like a lot of setups. I could literally just trade those three and be fine, to be honest with you. I could. Will I? Probably not. But over time, I am going to get rid of some of the other ones, though. But then some of them that don't set up a lot, when they do set up, they're so accurate, I don't really want to get rid of them. It kind of makes no sense to, especially if it's such easy rules, it doesn't take anything to remember them. But yeah, I definitely, actually yesterday in my journal, I literally have a thing right here. It's like a little chart right here where I listed like all of the setups that I like based on the win-loss ratio so far, and how many times it has set up. And then I have another column that says I'm questioning if I want to keep it. So I've already started thinking about that again, you know, just kind of writing things out to see what to keep and what not to. If it has a high win-loss ratio, the rules are easy to remember, which for the most part, most of these rules are pretty easy, to be honest. Then I'll keep it. No pork. Janelle would love this tasty swine. Girl, what? Thanksgiving plans? I don't have any. My mom and grandma are actually out of town visiting my uncle. Um, my sister's having a Friendsgiving, but not on the day of Thanksgiving. My cousin Twain, whose kids I have over here sometimes, they're having something at their house, but knowing me, I'm not leaving my house. So I actually went and bought a duck yesterday. I actually need to go back to Walmart because I bought the wrong stuffing for my dressing. I bought the cubed and not the regular. I didn't realize it. I was just trying to get out that store. I was already in there for like 15 minutes and I was over it. Yeah, 15 minutes. I was over it at 15 minutes. So I'm gonna make duck and dressing. I was trying to find some turkey wings to put in there or like just a little extra meat, but I couldn't find any and I'm not going to a bunch of stores for a turkey wing. So yeah, I'm making duck and dressing. I'm making like a mashed sweet potato casserole kind of whatever, cabbage, and then obviously I have cranberry sauce, and then I have a salad. I don't really like soul food. Take my black card. I don't really like soul food like that. So it's so funny. I went to like 5 different websites, right? Trying to figure out like, okay, what am I missing of sides that I would actually like? And literally everything was just absolutely not. Like I don't really eat a lot of carbs like that. So like a lot of the potatoes and the cornbreads and I don't really want all that. Mac and cheese. I don't really consume dairy like that. So I'm kind of limited. Kind of limited on what I can cook. But it's just me. So I wanted to cook enough. Oh, and I'm cooking a peach cobbler too. So I wanted to cook enough to where when they get back, there's like enough for them to sample a little something. But I ain't worried about feeding them. If you wanted to be fed, you would have been here on Thanksgiving. But yeah, mine's her. Made it out green and alive. Yay! Congratulations, Applejacks. We like green. We like green. Chicken pot pie with cheddar bay biscuits. I'm gonna kick back and watch football. Period. Half duck from Costco is really good. Pricey but good. I bought first of all these had duck, and each one that I saw was $20, but I don't remember what the price per pound was. I saw it on Friday. I feel like it was Friday. I was like, oh, I'll come back because they had quite a bit in the freezer. So I was like, I'll just go back on Monday. It's really no big deal because at the time I didn't really know if I truly, truly wanted to cook or not because I don't really care. I don't really like celebrate holidays like that. But I really, at the same time, wanted to try to make some duck and dressing. So that's the only reason why I'm doing it. But I went back Monday, y'all. My little heart was broken. I looked in that damn freezer. It was all turkeys. Walmart had all turkeys. Aldi had all turkeys. So then I went to this grocery store called Schnucks. I'm like, if anybody's gonna have a duck baby, it should be them. And they did have duck. So it was like $30 for a 6-pound duck because theirs is $5 per pound, which is actually pretty expensive. However, I did have a memory pop up on my memories from 3 years ago when I cooked a duck for Thanksgiving, and it was the same $5 per pound. So listen, no inflation here. So yeah, it's a little 6-pound duck. Yesterday I cleaned it real good. I actually cooked the duck neck, the liver, like all the gizzards and stuff yesterday with my lamb, and I already ate that. But oh, we finally have a breakthrough, but trading session's over. But yeah, so I already cleaned it, seasoned it. It's marinating. And then I'll start cooking tomorrow night. I don't have much to cook, so I'm not really too bothered. All right. Did I just see something about chicken nuggets? I would eat chicken nuggets at that point. I'm weak. Yeah, $30. Green beans and broccoli is what I got. Yeah, so I wanted to make sure I had something in there green. Y'all, I basically eat fruits and vegetables every day, and I only have meat for dinner. But I load up on fruits and vegetables all day. That's probably the only way that I'm able to like stay at a healthy weight is because I do that. But if I didn't do cabbage, I would have done probably green beans. which is weird because I hated everything green except lettuce growing up. I just really became an adult probably like 4 years ago. I started eating green stuff. I just felt like everything tasted like grass, and no, I've never tasted grass, but it tastes like what grass smell like. Trees and grass. But I like it now. Frozen apple pie and put Haagen-Dazs vanilla bourbon ice cream on top. Girl. That sounds good as hell. Look, my mama and granny wanted me to make a peach cobbler, right? So I'm like, all right, cool, but I ain't making it as big as I normally do. And so this is what my granny said before they left. Yeah, because when we come back, we gonna have us peach cobbler and some ice cream. Girl, who finna buy the ice cream? Because I'm not. I'm not. Already cooked duck. The only place I've ever had cooked duck from, there's this Chinese restaurant that I usually get my duck and noodles from. Some years ago, we actually bought, they actually cook ducks for you. You can do it at any time, but it's really popular around Thanksgiving and Christmas and New Year's. But you gotta pre-order that baby, because yeah. But theirs is actually pretty good. And I remember one year, so they like slice it and cut it and do everything for you or whatever, debone it. And so one year we go to pick it up, and at this time it wasn't popular yet. So we go to pick it up and we in the car bashing. I mean, half of it was gone before we even got to our destination. I was like, y'all, I think we gotta go get another one. So we ended up going to get another one, and it was like $20, I think, at the time. But yeah, that's the only place I've ever gotten duck from where it's already cooked. So I have an Instant Pot. I'm just gonna throw it in there. I like throwing any of my meats in the Instant Pot because it is the most tender meat you will ever taste in your life. So even like sometimes, depending on how I want to cook certain stuff, I'll pan sear it, like season it, pan sear it first so that the seasoning can like really lock in. And then I'll throw it in the Instant Pot on like high pressure for like an hour and 30 minutes or so, hour and 45 minutes. And then if I want it to be sauced, then I'll, put sauce on it and broil the sauce on it. That's my 3-step process for the best meat ever. So I'm just gonna, I'm not gonna pan sear that duck or whatever. I'm just gonna throw it straight in the Instant Pot and just kind of leave it at that. Yeah, trees and grass, girl. I had duck fried rice in St. Louis and she was fried. Oh, absolutely. Duck is good. Duck and noodles, I love. The only reason I stopped really getting it is because I'm so health conscious, and there is so much salt in those noodles, like because it's the soy sauce kind of broth or whatever. Oh my God, too much salt. But I do on occasion, like a couple times a year, I will go buy it because why not? I'm healthy the rest of the year, why not? But duck and noodles from Sun Restaurant. You ever come back to St. Louis, Sun Restaurant, get you some duck and noodles. It's so good. Honestly, because of our fried rice here, I don't like fried rice anywhere else. Everywhere else is disgusting. No offense. Just checking in at work. Oh, I'm on my way out, trenches. But yeah, fried rice. Once you have fried rice here, you ain't gonna like fried rice nowhere else. I remember when I moved to Georgia, my fiance at the time, yes, I've been engaged, guys. I've been engaged twice, and I walked away from both them ninjas. My fiance at the time was like, you want some fried rice? I'm like, yeah. Y'all, I opened up I said, what the hell is this? Why is this rice so light? It ain't supposed to be tan. It's supposed to be brown. Then it had peas and carrots. I kindly folded the top back on and gave it to him. I ain't eating this shit. I would never ever again. Costco once a year. Same with lamb. If you have Aldi near you, Amelia, see if they have lamb. Their lamb is not that expensive. I told y'all the lamb ribs that I got was only like $3.27 a pound. That is cheap for any meat that's not pork. That is very freaking cheap. I'm actually on I cooked it last night. My mommy was texting me. I cooked some more of it last night. I cooked like probably 6 bones or so. It came with about 16. I cooked 4 the night that I got it, and then I cooked another 6 last night, but I only ate 2. I just wanted to cook enough for 3. She goes to the doctor today. She needs to. Oh, that's not normal. Oh my. No. No, that's not normal. Well, it's normal for y'all, but it ain't normal for us. They also have some really good ground lamb, and I had enough to cook probably 3 burgers. Well, I cooked 2 burgers with it, and then the third time that I cooked it, I actually just ground it up and made some lettuce wraps out of it with some creamy jalapeno ranch sauce. Listen, I'm a fat girl, I know. All right, let's talk about my accounts so I could go journal and go relax. I'm actually really sleepy, I'm not gonna lie. All right, so I took 3 trades. These 2 accounts did not copy on the first trade, which is why there's more of a loss there. So I have a win and 2 losses. Like I said, both of the losses are kind of trades where I don't really have very much data for, so I'm okay with that. And then like I said, I don't really think that I miss trades, but again, at the same time, sometimes it's not until I'm journaling. Like I promise y'all, I'm not lying. The last, maybe not yesterday, but the last couple of trading sessions, I've had like 20 trades that I missed, sat out of, whatever. Now, over time, it has gotten less and less. I mean, 20 is a lot, but sometimes it's because genuinely I already have question marks on those places and I just don't have enough data. So after every session, I kind of add to my little packet. I go into each setup, I write down like where the volume pattern and the delta pattern match in my little sheet. I write down if it's a TP or a loss or a break even. I also write like if there is a level attached to it. That's how I know with certain setups, like my counter trend divergence trades. There's one particular volume pattern where I can never take the trade if it's attached to a level, which from an order flow perspective kind of makes sense why it shouldn't work. And so until I kind of fill out some of these areas, I just really don't know. And so for trades like that where I lose, I'm okay with it, like today. But yeah, there were a couple of, I forget which session it was. It could have been Friday. I missed like 20. I didn't even realize it. I genuinely sometimes don't realize until I'm journaling. I'm like, damn, when did this happen? And I don't even be distracted or nothing. I don't I don't know. My brain just don't compute sometimes. But on that particular day, I'm pretty sure it was either that day or Thursday. Out of all of the trades that I wrote down in my miss/didn't take section, there was 0 losses. 0. 0. And so days like that, I'm like, bitch, what are you doing? I forgot Applejack said I have to be nice to myself. But I literally be asking myself, like, what are you doing? Now, I highly doubt it ends up being like that today because there was only like, well, I don't know what happened during the time I had to restart my program from it freezing. But I'm pretty sure I didn't miss any trades before then. So I think today just was a crappy day for my strategy in particular. But I don't know. We'll see once I journal. We'll see. We'll see. We'll see. Good morning, Mom. Let me FaceTime my mama. But yeah, y'all. So that's it for today. I'll definitely be trading tomorrow and Friday as well. We'll see what the volume looks like. We'll see what volatility looks like. It's probably going to be kind of low. Maybe not tomorrow, but Friday the volatility might be pretty low, but we're still going to trade it and kind of see what happens. So I thank you guys for tuning in. I hope you guys enjoyed this. Apple Jackson, her mad emoji. I caught myself and I said you said I couldn't talk to myself like that. But I thank you guys for tuning in. Please like the video on your way out if you haven't already. Subscribe if you haven't already. But other than that, I will see you guys bright and early tomorrow morning at 9 a.m. Central Standard Time. Enjoy the rest of your day. Bye, guys.